blink your eyes, and suddenly they're in your face with a stun and a steal.
Yeah, not trying to recover on it. They do ultimately. Lit sending that one out. Sweet Tooth, both of them getting down there. Sweet Tooth now far side. Lit looking to send that pass. But Aurora already in the bubble. Oh, are you kidding me? It was in Steel Skydiver's face. In his face, completely screened out, and somehow Steel got the grab on that. Are you kidding me? Long shot here off the backboard. Acorn's gonna get a stop there.
Out trying to make his way, trying to juke his way as kind of a tiger and mouse situation now, a cat and mouse situation now, I should say. And now the backboard shot. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow, that cat and mouse and
pass. And in fact, this one's going to be an excellent save coming through from Wolfo, but Bad Elmo taking it here. Another save from Neo. So brilliant defense, in fact, coming through from Neo. And now the stack's coming through on the other side. It's going to be a shot, and Grimey's going to take it, put that one straight in for the 3, winning in the stack race there.
Really precise passing. Now Nillywick just driving that in, but Alacost able to trying to bait that shot, put his hands through the goal line and find that save, and that clears it to come through. But Nan needs to find their stacks, and they got to get possession. And now with possession and the shot's going to be Alacost. So Alacost making the plays there, throwing his hands in the air, a little bit pumped, and he should be happy with that shot.
Double off of the bounce, but nobody's home as he sends it across. Strembitsky recovering here as he walks in on the bubble. Strem juking, bringing it in. Juke using a player. Nutty.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my god, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went.
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save.
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there, wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
We're going to be saved by Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimey.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to score this with a nice top pass onto VTX.
Game, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Jack.
Chuck, not Norris, right here, looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Selicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
Another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's going to get stopped by Chuck. No, Norris goes to 3-pointer available. Going to go for the half court. It's going to bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is going to be critical for each team, which Beach Player with a 3-pointer opportunity going to stink it in.
Pass
around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad, another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that, Beach player gonna be
now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grammy trying to take this one. Not going to go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
And they've got the stack first to get there. Another open three-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player, gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self-bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover, and maybe even. It's Caesar!
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save by Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm dinged. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize that relying on these starts, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. Stop! Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Gotta do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
Who's under pressure, sending it back. Saluna's the only one there. Saluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate, a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Saluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
Trying hard not to bottle it up, but I'm scared of letting you down. Like a knot in the pit of my gut, moving up to my neck now. Running wild in my mind, what you're gonna say, what you're gonna think. Will you be disappointed in me? 'Cause I tried so hard, and I fly, I'm scared. Will you ever forgive me? Understand? I'm lining up, I'm gonna take my shot. I'm doing the best I can. The best. I'm the best I can. The best. Feeling like I may run out of luck. Need a boost in my ego. Losing speed and I need to duck, but I can't seem to let go. Running wild in my mind, are you gonna wait? If I lag behind, will you stop? Grab a hold of me. 'Cause I tried so hard, and I fly, but I'm scarred. Will you ever forgive me? Will you understand? Light it up, I'm gonna take my shot. I'm doing the best I can. The best I can. Spinning round and round and round and round and round and we go now. Moving how we wanna, going up and down and sideways now. Gotta go, flying low, wanna know if we'll ever get back to land. I don't care if we end up chance. I'm doing the best I can.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League here on Venues. We're happy to be here to cast a couple games for you today here, both in EU and in NA. But we're starting first, of course, these two familiar teams on the Venues scene. We've got Blank, we've got Nant Esport, and we're about to get it going here on the stream. So I am Palador. I'm being joined here by Sir Dimwee. I've got Sputnik Cobra as well off cam, but in the cast we have It's Me Ollie and Wazda joining us, and of course, so much for subtlety on the cams. Did I say that already? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but what I do know is we've got a match about to start here between these two teams. Dimwee, how's it going?
Doing good, and I'm very excited to get into these games. I'll be joining Wazda over there, Shadow versus Arsenic for the second game. This one coming up, though, Nantes versus Blank. These are two very well-established European teams. Very excited to see them face off here, and I know, as you mentioned, Sputnik and Ollie will be handling that one.
Yeah, so Sputnik, to you. I mean, you're well familiar with these players, these teams, and even specifically here on Venues across the last month or so. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting a great match for this opening match, Not versus Blank. We've seen a lot of Not this season. We've seen a lot of Not on Venues. And they've always been a great team to cast. They're always giving it their all. And we've seen Blank as well. Blank coming up through the Challenger Cup. And I believe they're playing with a sub today, but nonetheless, they're another team that plays with intensity. They play very hard, and I think it's going to be an absolutely spectacular match.
All right, well, Ollie joining Sputnik on this cast, and it sounds like the teams are about readied up, so we're going to go to that, and I'll leave it to you, Ollie and Sputnik.
Well, with this match about to begin, I'm Sputnik Cobra. This is Oculus Venues for the EU matchup. I'm here with It's Me Ollie, and with this neutral joust about to begin, the teams are out of the gates. It will be picked up by Charlie 13. sent along the wall, but not able to find the bounce they wanted. So we'll be Blank picking it up and sending it through the tubes. A little bit of a commotion, and be picked up by Alacost.
Holocaust now sending it through, but Potato Thing is able to stop that clear. Now Swift recovering it again and sending it right back through, but Potato Thing again stopping that clear, sending it right back through to the orange bubble. And it will be Tozis getting there first, just off the head of his teammate. Jack able to recover. They'll send it forward to Padish, and Padish will put it in for the first two of the game.
So, Ollie, I think I was saying, well, not I think, but I know. I was saying earlier that Potato Thing was their substitute. And this is Blank playing with only 3 players from their main roster, and they're looking pretty good so far.
Potato Thing, I think he's a new player to sort of VRML in general, but he's been doing quite well, like, in terms of his skill. I've seen him in a couple of pubs, and he's quite a good player, so I assume he'd work quite well with Blank.
Well, he seems to be. Swift will recover off that stun, setting it into the bubble, into the hands of Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight finishing it off below the goal, but before that, Padish was able to make the save off that backboard shot. Padish is almost going to get the save on this one, but it will be a self-goal. So, 90 seconds off the clock, and it's tied up right now.
It will be Blank taking Jas advantage. Tied up right now, and is Padish taking the QB with a quick pass over to Tozis as that fast stack is playing very aggressively, pushing that disc. And then J4Jack does get stunned out, picked up by Swift, going for the shot, and it is just a bit low. We'll just ding as Padish just get that slap off out of the bubble.
So Jack's going to pick up that rebound off the floor from that slap. A clear coming through, not able to find it as that stack flies past. The defense recovering. Swift now with possession. Swift setting it up. It's going to be intercepted. Tozy's going for the shot. That one's going to ding. It will be picked up by Jack in the bubble. Jack sending it out to Padish. Padish to Tozy. Tozy for the cut to Jack and finishing it off at 2 meters. And that was a great play from that turnover. Swift not able to find that slap to his teammate. So taking the lead with this sub right now is Blank.
Definitely a very nice cut play. Blank able to get back on their feet after a little bit of a mess up there, losing the disc, as now a quick joust coming through from the side of Nant. Does miss that pass, and Toz is able to pick that one up, sending it forward, but Alcos will stop that. We'll send it forward down into the blue side now. We'll just be able to lose disc and a race for the disc as Ninja Knight gets there first. Looking for his pass opportunities, we'll just decide to send it back out to Alcos at the mid. Alcos just now walking it up, taking his time, trying to juke out that defender. He does get the pass up to Swift. Swift now going for the cut pass over to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight just dinging it, just a little off as Alcos able to recover. Trying to send it past back, but Potato Thing with the slap out of the bubble.
So Ninja Knight going for a spin on that dunk, and he's going to ding it right off the corner. That clear coming through will be picked up by Ninja Knight from that stack. Ninja Knight now sending it through Trench to Swift. Swift following up with another clear. It's in the bubble of Blank. It's going to be off the backboard and into the hands of Padish. Padish slapping it out. It's not all the way out. This is a chance for Nant, but they will recover, looking to get back on defense as that clear will bounce around mid.
Now Toz is recovering it from Blank. Maybe a shot attempt off the ground. Will be saved by Ninja Knight as it looks like it was going in. Now it's still in the orange side and it's picked up by Jack. Jack getting pressured, trying to get that block, but Alcos will still will reset it back to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight now with a long pass up to Charlie 13. Charlie 13 getting pressured. Just managed to get that disc away from that Blank stack. Now down to Swift. Swift looking for the clear. Is able to recover it after just a messed up clear. And he will get it all the way into the blue bubble. That Nant stack getting there first. Charlie 13 going for the shot. And he will put it in to tie it up 4-4.
And this opening match of the day is really even. I said it was going to be a spectacular match. And it's playing out that way. So it's tied up. 5 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. With possession now is Blank. Padish 2QB. And, you know, this game could go any way. Tosy's actually to QB. Tosy's sending it to Jack. Jack retreating, trying to pull out this defense at mid. Opting for these short passes and not biting right now is Swift. Swift's trying to predict and react, but Jack really just playing down the clock.
Now as the pass comes through over to Tozis, the Blank players just playing it very slow, trying to draw out that defense, trying to find that crack in the Nant defense, and it looks like they may have somewhat found it, just making their advance slightly. Jack now looking for that pass up to Potato Thing. Potato Thing looking for a pass again. He will send it back to Jack. Jack just missing that one, and Alcos able to pick that one up. Going for the clear. It will make its way all the way back out into the blue side. Now loose disc. race for possession. It will be Charlie 13 again. If I was going for the shot, but Paddy's just there in time to stop that one, picking up for Blank again, going for the clear, and it will go all the way back out into the orange side, into the orange bubble.
It will be picked up by Paddish. Paddish going for the shot, finding that 3 points. So now, back in the lead is Blank. That previous shot from Charlie 13, I guess not had thought that they were so far ahead of the defense, they'd be able to send that 3 in. But recovering on defense was Blank. They had 3 players in the goal, and they would find that save.
Will now be Nant taking the Joust advantage. A quick slap over to Swift. Swift sending it forward up to Chai 13, but he is marked by that Blank defense, and it will be Paddish recovering that disc, just sending it out of that bubble. We'll just take a hit off the wall, but to recover will be Potato Thing. Potato Thing just walking it up, going for maybe a boob shot off the roof. It will just be slightly higher as Chai 13 does recover for Nant, just looking for his pass opportunities, just making his way forward, and we'll send it down to Swift. Swift not able to pick that one up.
So it will be a short back pass. Now a forward pass to get past this defense from Nant with possession at the ceiling is Potato Thing. Potato Thing gonna lose it, recover it. Now has a chance of sending it right back to J for Jack. Good control. Potato Thing really just surprising me. I've never heard this player before, and they are really holding their own. So kudos to them. Paddish now with possession. They have this 3-point lead. Blank really playing conservatively right now. Tosi's now setting it to that cross to J for Jack. J for Jack with that drive. It's going to ding. And that was a good chance, but recovering it will be Paddish. Paddish up to Tosi. Tosi taking the shot, and at 5 meters, that's now a 5-point lead in favor of Blank.
Will be Nant taking just advantage yet again, now 9-4 in favor of Blank. 5 points in the lead with just about 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Still plenty of time for Nant to make a comeback. And with the speed of this team, they definitely can. And with the skill of this team, now as a pass comes through, forward up to Charlie 13. Charlie 13 game pressure. We'll send it down to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight just backing out to Alcos. Alcos making his way forward now. Looking for his pass opportunities, trying to draw out that defense. We'll go for the shot, but Paddish is there to stop that one. And Paddish going for the clear. Will not make its way out, and back in the hands of Swift at the middle. Swift just making his way forward now. Getting pressured by J for Jackie. We'll send a pass up to Chai 13. Chai 13 looking for the cut pass to Ninja Knight. And Ninja Knight, but Paddish with the save will stop that. Very nice and clean cut pass.
So Paddish has had 2 saves, and that shot coming through, that one's going to bounce, but he's going to be picked up by Potato Thing. Potato Thing getting on the board with that slam dunk. Now a 7-point lead to Blank, and Paddish making a great save on that cut. Was able to drop their weight, find that save near the bottom part of the goal. Expertly done by Paddish. And before that, that shot from one of the players in Nant from outside the bubble, maybe trying to get Paddish by surprise, but they were able to find the save. And now with possession is Nant now down by 7 points. 1 minute, 40 seconds on the clock. They have a little bit of time. They could do this. They can tie it up, but they have to make these points. Now down to Swift. Swift trying to find an angle on that defender, getting past that defender, making the drive, able to find the 2 points, moving past 2 players on that defense, getting the spin on the post, and able to make the 2 points. Now only a 5-point lead in favor of Blank.
A very hard angle to score that as well, but Swift has his striker skills. He's able to put that in for that 2 on that very difficult angle. Now as Tozes takes a QB, we'll send it over to the left. Over to J for Jack. J for Jack now sending it forward. But there will be coverage. Swift now sending it down into the bubble, but it will be picked up by Alcos actually, but J for Jack getting that stun. J for Jack now going for the clear. We'll get it all the way into the orange bubble, orange side. Tells us picking up, going for the shot. There will be just wide. Recovered by J for Jack. We'll put it in for the 2. Now 13-6.
And a really impressive performance from Blank. Blank found this substitute player with only a few hours before the match started. One of their players, I believe Twang Pants, is currently injured. And Potato really coming through, playing very well. It's definitely now a player to watch. And I believe that maybe, well, with the turnover right there and a shot from J for Jack, that's going to bounce. But Potato Thing really now a player to watch. Really a standout player, making the drive is actually Paddish. Potato Thing's gonna make the assist, but finishing strong right now is Blank.
A very strong finish, 15-6, a 9-point lead. Blank must be proud of that one. A good start to this venue's cast and a good start to this match. A good first round.
Absolutely. And with that being said, we're going to kick it to Palador on sideline.
Yeah, I mean, impressive effort there from Blank on that first round. Gotta say, the thing is, I was looking at these teams' stats, not just from this match, but also from recent ones. And for both Nant and Blank, neither team, on average, are scoring more than double digits, more than 9 points, essentially, in a lot of the recent matches in this cycle and beyond. So it was kind of following that throughout and just thinking, you know, both of these teams play a similar kind of pace to their match on average. And the first team in my head who even got near that double-digit mark would probably be the one to claim that game. And as we saw, that ended up being the case. The thing is, the separation in terms of shot attempts, not actually that much. You know, 12 shot attempts going there for Blank to 8 shot attempts for Nant. So, I mean, not huge separation, but the thing is, the nullifier, Paddish. Okay, Paddish coming in with 6 saves at least. And they were some sick saves at that. And really just denying many attempts at the goal, which ended up spelling doom for Nant, who, you know, had some sweet moves. We saw Swift there with about a minute 30 left. I was thinking that great spin around the pack and then juking around the post could have got them going. I mean, we'll see. Could be a different round here, but I think same case. First to double digits will probably win this round. So let's see.
And expertly said from Palador. So now with possession will be Nant with that slap through to the tube. J for Jack going for this long shot off that interception, but shutting down that angle will be Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight trying to find that clear will be intercepted by J for Jack. Stun coming through. Charlie 13 now with that pass to mid.
Swift now sending it forward, maybe looking for the shot. We'll just be a little off target as J for Jack is able to recover that one for Blank. Looking for a pass opportunity. We'll send it over across the Potato Thing. Potato Thing trying to send it down to Tozis. He will recover it off the rebound. Now just doing some juke around on the wall. We'll decide to send it back all the way to Paddish. Paddish now going for the long pass up to Potato Thing. Just sliding it past that defender, and he is able to put it in for the 2 past that goalie. Blank with, yet again, the early lead.
And I'm really liking this player Potato Thing. And they come to my attention during venues. That's like the best way to get notice. I mean, I'm kind of speechless right here. Potato Thing, totally surprising me. Really impressive performance. Now with possession is Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight sending it forward. And this back pass to Alikos is not going to be on target. Will be recovered at the tube. Sent forward to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight now to the floor. Swift looking for an angle, sending it below the goal. That would be on target if not for being slapped out by Paddish.
Charlie now recovering it, juking out that defender. We'll just send it back to Alikos again. Alikos now trying to draw in that defense, looking for a pass opportunity. We'll get the pass off to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight will put it in for the 2 to tie this game up 2-2.
And Alikos doing a little bit of a dance after that goal, celebrating with style. So it's tied up. We saw this in the first round. In the second half of the first round, Blank would gain traction. And let's see if they can do that again. So now with possession is Tozy. Tozy sending it forward. It's going to miss its target, J for Jack. It's ceiling. So bouncing now into the hands of J for Jack. J for Jack sending it forward. This is a chance for Blank in the bubble. So Paddish will find possession. Paddish making the drive, taking the shot, dinging into the hands of Alikos.
Now the missed clear, not going out. Tozis able to recover that one. Just getting pressure. He will send a quick pass across to J for Jack. J for Jack now taking his time, waiting for his teammates to get into an open position. Dan doing a very good job covering all them passes right now. J for Jack trying to draw down the time. Not got any open passes. Just try to send it across there. Maybe a bounce pass down to ground. He will recover it though, and that Nant defense just dispersing a bit now as he makes his way forward to the goal. Maybe looking for a pass, and he will just dunk it in that bottom pocket, putting Blank in the lead by 2.
Very well done by J for Jack, able to get behind the goal, move along the geo, and find that dunk in the bottom pocket. And those are hard to save. You have to either manipulate your body on the goal, or you have to drop all your weight in the real world to make those saves. And those are really difficult. So J for Jack finding that dunk. And now with possession is Potato Thing, sending that into the bubble of Nant. It will be picked up by Blank, and J for Jack's just going to dunk that one in. So really quickly at the start of this round, Blank is going to find this lead. and now they have momentum, so it's up to Not to try and find some rhythm to stop them.
Nana do have plenty of time though, just under 6.5 minutes remaining. Definitely plenty of time to make a comeback. Still anyone's game. As Darkos taking the QB, just sending the pass a little high, and Padish is able to recover that one, just sending it forward. Now Stack coming through. It will actually just go in off the bounce for the 3. Blank taking away their lead now very far. Now 7 points in the lead. It's 9-2. Nant taking Joust advantage.
And Padish has to be happy about that shot at 45 meters on a difficult angle. So, Not has time. You said they have time, and I believe it, but they not able to find a rhythm right now. They'll roll out, send it to right tube, now to the floor. Ninja Knight sending it up along the wall. That one's going to be into the hands of Charlie 13, and he's finished that one off. So maybe this is the start of that rhythm. They're only down by 5. They have more than enough time, but it's up to them to make the plays to stop this Blank offense.
Well, let's hope it is the start of that rhythm, as it is Blank taking Joust advantage. Rolling out, it will be Toes taking the QB. We'll send it over to Jack across the court there, and he will send it forward, just taking them some bounces. It will not be on target, but Potato Thing able to recover. Send it across to Padish. Padish making her way forward. We'll just get stunned out by Swift coming in there very swiftly there. So now he's just send it forward through the tunnel. We'll make its way all the way out into the blue bubble. And it was Alcos just overshooting it there, and Toes able to recover that one, trying to slap it forward. We'll just take some bounces off some Geo. Potato Thing able to recover and trying to send the clear through, but Charlie will be there to stop that one. Will get stunned out. Now Alcos picking that one up for his team, looking for a pass opportunity. We'll just send it across, but Toes with the nice intercept and clear.
And that will almost be on target, bouncing right off the nest. It will be picked up by Tozy. Tozy sending it down to the floor. J for Jack trying to go for another dunk. This time Alakos not having it. Is going to find the stun and the clear through tube. The Stacks now trying to come back on the defense. A lot of commotion in the backcourt. Swift now going for that shot. That one's going to be in at 16 meters. So that was the rhythm they needed. Now it's only a 2-point game. Swift's going to find that 3-pointer at the floor. 4 minutes on the clock. 2-point advantage to Blank.
Nant seeming to find some rhythm now. Like, turn that 7-point lead in just a 2-point lead. Now Blank taking Joust advantage. Will be Padish taking the QB this time. We'll send it over to Toes. Toes send it across to Jeff Jack. Back to Padish, trying to break up that Nant defense stack as the pass comes through over to Toes. Toes looking to make his way forward now. Broken up one of that Nant stack. So he's just making his way up until he gets pressured, looking for his pass opportunities. We'll attempt some juking on the ground, and we'll send a cross pass over to Jeff Jack. Jeff Jack now going for the reset all the way back, but no one is there to recover it actually, so it will be Swift picking that one up, going for the clear all the way back.
So it will bounce off the back wall just by the goal, and it will be picked up by that stack from Blank. Blank sending it forward to Potato Thing. Potato Thing finding his teammate. Now with that dribble forward and going for the shot. That wasn't a ding. It was almost on target. Recovering on defense now is not Alakos with possession at the floor. Trying to find this angle for the clear. Actually a pass right on target. Charlie 13 now leaving the tube as his teammates get forward. Now to the floor. Swift finding the angle off the head of, I believe, Padish. Actually, Padish was stunned in the goal, so it was one of the defenders on Blank. But Ninja Knight's going to recover it. Not seems to have gained this momentum we were talking about.
Now as the stun comes through from Potato Thing, we'll be giving up possession to Padish. Padish looking for that clear now, and it will make its way all the way through back into the orange side. A loose this now, and it will be Blank maybe getting there first. Jeff Jack able to pick that one up for Blank. Just making his way forward. A 2v2. We'll send it over to Toes. Toes. Now we'll get that goalie out of position, and he will put it in for the 2. Trying to increase that lead yet again.
And before that turnover, a great drive from Not. Alakos off the floor, off a floor bounce pass to Charlie 13. Charlie 13 to Swift, but Swift would send that shot into the head of one of the defenders, deflecting out of the bubble. So now with possession is Not. Not will send it to Tube. That follow-up pass won't be on target. This is a chance for Blank. Forward with possession is J for Jack. J for Jack with the shot and not able to recover off the backboard on that stack would be this Not defense. So J for Jack is going to find that 18-meter 3. And now momentum has shifted back into the hands of Blank.
Blank with that 7-point lead yet again, doubling that score of Nant. Will be Nant taking Joust advantage. Will be Alcos taking the QB, sent over to Swift in the tunnel. Swift We'll send it downwards to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight with a quick reset back to Alcos, realizing he had no pass opportunities. Now Swift gets the pass in up to Charlie 13. Charlie 13 down to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight making his way forward, just not able to place that one. That one will ding. Recovered now by Potato Thing. Potato Thing will get the clear all the way back out.
And that Blake stack is right there, and they're going to follow that one up with a 5-meter shot. Tosi is going to find it. So now a 9-point lead to Blank. It went from Blank having the momentum to not having it, and now right back into the hands of Blank, and they're doing so well. I keep talking about Potato Thing, and with a minute left, there's no chance for not. But Potato Thing, this is their first Venues cast, I believe. They would play as a last-minute substitute, and they're really just an impressive player, and I hope they'll be happy with their performance today. But with that slap through, not being on target, another slap coming out. It's going to be picked up by Paddish. So Blank with possession. Blank sending that clear through. Actually, a pass to Tosi. Tosi going for the long shot. And that one's going to be off the backboard and wide. But it will be picked up again by Tosi. Sending down to Nest. J for Jack's going to find the 2 points. And 18 points on the board for Blank. This has been a really impressive performance from them today.
Definitely a very impressive performance, and especially with a sub, this scoreline, so big. Being able to play with a sub, especially so last minute as that sub was, it's very impressive and shows the sort of skill that they're just able to adapt. And of course, props to Potato Thing for being able to step in and deliver a very great performance that we've seen from him today.
I couldn't agree more, Ollie. And once again, we're going to send it to Palador on sideline.
Yeah, well, so that round, I mean, it started kind of similar there with a couple goals, one for each team. It ended up being, Alakos at points had some good defense earlier in that round, turned it into an assist to tie up that game initially. Had a save following that, but then it was J for Jack who had some back-to-back dunks. Then later in the round, had those big goals to put them up even more. Really, it was a round for Jack, which is to say he scored 9 points in that one. For Blank, they had the 45-meter clear that ended up being basically a shot that turned into, and I thought for a while that was going to be enough to just start really snowballing in that round. As it turned out, Not still was able to come back. In fairness to them, they played very well to get some of that momentum, as Sputnik was alluding to, right? Where they were down by 7, they brought it within 2 points. But then following that, the last few minutes of play, it was Blank who was able to actually get back onto the score sheet several times in a row. They went on a 7 or 9 point run of their own. I mean, just able to basically answer everything that Not was able to put together there in the end. And sure enough, they reached the double digits, and well, we saw the results of that in this match.
And with that will conclude this first matchup. We will be following up with the second and last matchup today for the Oculus Venues European Division show. I'm Sputnik Cobra. I've been joined by the very talented It's Me, Ollie. We thank you for watching this first match, and we hope you stay tuned for the following one.
Blink your eyes, and suddenly they're in your face with a stun and a steal.
Yeah, now trying to recover on it. They do ultimately. Lit sending that one out. Sweet Tooth, both of them getting down there. Sweet Tooth now far side. Lit looking to send that pass, but Aurora already in the bubble. Oh, are you kidding me? Whoa. Was he in Steel Skydiver's face? In his face, completely screened out, and somehow Steel got the grab on that. Are you kidding me? Long shot here off the backboard. Acorn's gonna get a stop there.
Now trying to make his way, trying to juke his way as kind of a tiger and mouse situation now, a cat and mouse situation now, I should say. And now the backboard shot. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
Cat and mouse and
Passing. In fact, this one's going to be an excellent save coming through from Wolfo, but Bad Elmo taking it here. Another save from Neo, so brilliant defense, in fact, coming through from Neo, and now the stack's coming through on the other side. It's going to be a shot, and Grimey's going to take it, put that one straight in for the 3, winning in the stack race there.
Really precise passing. Now Nillywick just driving that in, but Alacost able to trying to bait that shot, put his hands through the goal line and find that save, and that clears it and come through. But Nan needs to find their stacks, and they got to get possession. And now with possession and the shot's going to be Alacost. So Alacost making the plays there, throwing his hands in the air, a little bit pumped, and he should be happy with that shot.
Diablo off of the bounce, but nobody's home. There's a bit across Strembitsky recovering here as he walks in on the bubble. Strem juking, bringing it in. Juke using a player. Nutty. Nutty. And welcome back, everybody, for another matchup here on Venues, a very special Venues showcase. This time we've got North American teams, in fact, Shadow versus Arsenic. And yes, I'm Matsuda Mui, joined by Wazda. Wazda, what's going on, man?
Not too much. We're here for another Venues game. It's another weekend for great matches to see. I'm glad everyone is joining us from all around the web, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or there in the Venues. It's a good match to see. We just saw a Masters Division match, and it looked like one team was about to bring it back, but some good Metal Fortitude there. We have a North American match, though, today. It's a little different. So we're going to get to see some Silver gameplay. I've been seeing a lot of Silver teams play throughout the week, so I'm interested to see how these two teams put on a show for us today.
Yeah, and still on the cameras is Summers for Subtlety, and of course, Palador. Still on the sidelines, Palador. Do you have any predictions for this matchup here between these two Silver tier teams?
Well, not in terms of win loss, that type of thing. I've learned the dangers of that oftentimes, but I will say I have gotten a look at these teams in the past. I mentioned one of the players I think to follow here is Raichu Surfs. Managed to cast a lot of Raichu in particular over the season, finding a team here now, and just been killing it for sure. So one to look at. I mean, you see YOLO Man, that's a recently recognizable face from once upon a time, of course, underrated rookies, but now splitting apart, and it's going to happen. That said, looking forward to this one, so I'm going to hand it off to you guys as the round does begin.
And yeah, that was a quick headbutt there from Shadow, and that is Shadow on the left in orange attacking the bubble there. Yellow going to turn that one around. Shadow there. Shade 04 TCK Crazy Britishman and Raichu serves as Powder pointed out. And Arsenic on the right there in blue. Mr. Marcus, Snack, Quasar, and of course it's Yellow Man also, as Powder pointed out. Yellow also one of our assistants to the regional managers on the Discord server, the Echo Arena VRML Discord server. So if you see his name in green, that would be wise. This one's going to bounce up to the ceiling. Raichu with the stun there, going to turn this one around for Shadow.
Yep, it's going to turn around, and actually they're really making their attempt on net here. TCK with the disc, getting approached on by one player, but he will stun him out. He has a passing opportunity up right, but he'll get stunned by YOLO Man, and that will allow him to take the disc down right tunnel, and Arsenic send their way downfield.
So picked up here by Quasar in the near side trap. Quasar sending this one in. Good setup there for Snack. Snack has Yellow cutting. But no, it's going to be grabbed there by TCK in the goal. Great stop. Sending this one out. Going to bounce up to the ceiling. The Quasar with the recovery. So Quasar sending this one over to Yellow. Yellow looking for a cut pass here. There's a couple options. Goes to Quasar. Quasar sending it in, but it's off of a head. Maybe two as Yellow gets the grab. Stunned out Snake with a pickup. Snake looking to send this one down. Does get it down there to Quasar. Quasar bringing it in 1v1 against the goalie. Is going to hit that one for the two, and that's your first goal of round one. A minute 29 in. 2 points to Arsenic.
Yeah, and that rally there, TCK, he had a few crucial saves there, but there's only so much you can do when the third attempt came on in. He was all alone, and the shot makes its way to the goal. Shadow, now with Joust advantage, heading downfield. Some teams tend to stay in their side for a little bit, but they'll be sending it straight downfield. That will allow a member of Arsenic to pick it up. That's YOLO Man. He gets it free, and he'll send it on back towards Shadow's side.
And now down into the Shadow bubble. Yellow ultimately picking it up here on the near side wall. Under assault there by TCK, but gets his pass across, going to go off the ceiling just out of reach of Quasar. And coming out of the bubble, it's a couple orange players. Raichu with the pickup. Raichu going to go for the reset. Wise reset, although it takes a bounce off the bottom of that Geo, but TCK going to pick it up. TCK going to pick that one up, set it out to mid. And Raichu picking it up now. Shadow with an opportunity here on offense is Raichu looking at an empty goal. Is he going to take a shot? He does, and he's going to hit it for the 3. 12 meters out, 12 meters a second, and Shadow's up by 1.
Yeah, breakaway there for Shadow allows them to, take that lead right there. You saw one player try to jump in front of it, but that's a bit of a risky play. Works in the movies, but not always in VRML. Arsenic now down 1 point because of that 3-pointer, and they have a Joust advantage. In the hands of Marcus, passes it right in towards the tunnel. Now there's one player on Quasar, but it will not matter. He'll get the pass over towards YOLO Man. And Arsenic now looking towards this net. TCK has been super solid on defense so far, but what can he do here? Two members inside the bubble. The passing play across his face, and YOLO Man sends it in. Another 2-pointer for Arsenic, and they regain the lead.
And that was just a fantastic press there from Arsenic, as they had two of the Shadow defenders stuck behind the play there. If you watch on the replay, they're moving in behind the disc, behind the 3v2, as that's moving in on the bubble. Maybe should have gotten together there to chain back to catch back up. Because that chain, it might only take you a second or two to get back in position, whereas they had 3 or 4 seconds to just walk that one into the bubble. But now this one back in the Shadow zone. A Shadow did have that Joust advantage, and it will turn over again. Yellow go for a long shot there. Ooh. It was on, but TCK is going to cover that lane and shut it down here. But still 6 minutes to go, 1-point game.
TCK just in time of that nice throw downfield. Shade, he'll be able to grab it from the offensive members, and well, I'm going to struggle to get that disc in control, but TCK, he's going to try and set it down, but no, it's a bad bounce. Sneck instead getting control. There's only 1 member in net and 2 in bubble. That's an easy shot. Quasar won't be missing that one today. Another 2-pointer for Arsenic. They lengthen their lead to 3.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup there. Shade was in goal, came out to play that one, but did not anticipate the blue players on the way in. And so the blue player is able to, excuse me for that. Blue player is able to, Arsenic able to get the hand on it before goalie was able to. So Shadow back in the Joust possession, sending this one to the near side tube. Still, as we approach the halfway mark, Raichu ducking a few, bringing it in, wanted to juke around, but Snack is going to get the stop there and get the clear. And this one's going to be all the way back down into the Shadow zone, and they will race for this one. Picked up here by Yellow. Yellow, he thought about taking that shot, but he's going to go ahead and look to set up shop here in the zone for Arsenic.
Yeah, 3 members on the double diamond and bow tie, just biting around, looking for these opportunities and trying to bait out defensive members. Mr. Marcus now holding that disc in hand for extended amount of time. Nobody really pressuring just yet except one member of Shadow. He'll immediately throw that. It's a self-pass, actually, and Marcus, well, he'll send it on over to Raichu. That's an unfortunate place to throw it when there's a member of Shadow there. Shadow now in control, have an opportunity to clear it out, but there's one player inside the bubble there. I'm not sure. He's trying to get that disc as much as he can, but not able to do it. There's a member downfield for Shadow. That's extremely dangerous because there are no members inside the bubble for Arsenic. Arsenic had a risky situation there, but they are now in bubble. Shadow not able to make that attempt on goal work.
This one cleared back out into the the Shadow zone, and that 3-man stack will pick that one up. Shade with it far side. Sneck applying pressure. Oh, the send out right in the hands of Yolo. Yolo sending this one in off the barrier. He's going to recover it, though. Has maybe another opportunity. Goes for a second shot. And he's going to hit that one for the 3. And with 4 minutes to go here, Arsenic is going to go up by 6, 9-3 off that beautiful goal from Yolo, man.
It's a pretty risky shot. There were a lot of Shadow players inside the bubble at that time, but it's going to be able to go on in and, well, yeah, their lead is now 6 points. Pretty devastating for Shadow as there are only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this round. Now with disc control, they have another opportunity to tighten up real quick. Oh, that's a lucky bounce for them, but there is a person inside of that net, so it will not work. That's their attempt, and now Arsenic have their opportunity back again at Shadow's net.
Yeah, it's sent into the Shadow zone here, but Shade will pick it up. Moving with it far side there. Quasar applying pressure. Shade puts on the brakes, sends that one through. Still loose. Raichu with the pickup. Raichu going to send this one in, bouncing off of the inverted pyramid. Bouncing to the far side where Mr. Marcus picks it up. Draws that nice little drawing of the defense there, and up to Snack. And Snack is going to get this one cleared out. It's going to be all the way down to the Shadow bubble. If a clean chain can get away here, takes a little bit too long. Quasar with it, looking for a cut pass. Doesn't have one. Gonna go 1v3. Gonna take it and gonna hit it. They're up by 9, 8.
Yeah, that's a pretty risky play there for Quasar. In most situations, the defense should stop that pretty easily, but that one is gonna work out for him due to some good juking and some good disc placement in that net. Their lead, it's looking even better and better for them. Arsenic gearing up to take round number 1, but it is not over just yet. They still have 2 minutes to maintain this lead, and a lot can happen there. Speaking of a lot can happen, Crazy British Man, oh no, the pass is intercepted by Yolo Man. Amazing placement of himself, allowing himself to get that interception. Oh, a chain downfield for Arsenic. That's a breakaway and a goal again for Quasar. 10-point lead for Arsenic, and if I were Shadow, I'd be calling a timeout.
Yeah, so a 10-point lead here for Arsenic, as we still have 2 minutes to go in this first round. So Shadow still not out of it just yet. Still have time, but they need to score quickly here. Shade getting stunned out, sending that one in the near side tube. Gonna take a bounce to the far side, but Yolo picking it up right at mid. Yolo sending this one all the way down. Is this gonna be on? It is.
Wow.
42 meters out off of the 2 bounces. Yolo is gonna hit that one for the 3, and Arsenic is up by 13 with a minute and a half to go.
Not only is Yolo Man stopping players before they can even get halfway through the Arsenic side, but he's pulling off plays like that where either he's in his side trench or Shadow side trench. He's making 3-pointers either way. Arsenic is on fire right now, especially Yolo Man. TCK with the disc has a few passes upfield. One player on that shield, and I'm sure he'll get covered very soon. Yeah, there's members all over him. Oh no, that's an unlucky play for him. Just going to get the ball taken from him. No attempt allowed. Arsenic says not today.
Quasar with a clear. This one's going to make it all... No, not all the way down as it bounces off of that Geo there. TCK with the turnover. Looking to clear it out 43 seconds ago. First round here firmly in the hands of Arsenic. So Shadow looking to get some points on the board. Maybe shift that momentum in their favor as we look at this next round. A shot there from Snack is going to go just wide. And the Shade there just going to send that one out of the bubble as we are in the final 30 seconds. Yolo with it in the far side trap. Looking for an in pass. Going to go up to the ceiling. Into the hands of Quasar. Quasar turning it around. Final 20 seconds. Next goal will end it. Snack sending it across Yolo, and he'll hit it for the 2. They're going to go up by 15 to end round 1 here. Arsenic will take it comfortably out of the hands of Shadow. And just a well-played first round here from Arsenic. Wazda.
Yeah, it's a pretty devastating first round for Shadow. I'm sure they could bring it back in round number 2, but yeah, Arsenic just pulling ahead. A lot of 3-pointers being made where you know, in most situations, they just wouldn't be going in if they had proper coverage of the defense. But enough of my speculation. We do have a man ready to do that on his own. Palador. Palador, what are your thoughts on that match we just saw?
Yeah, man, adore. It all works for me. I adore seeing these teams. I know that much. Good to see Yellow Man. Got to shout him out too, because I mentioned right before the match began was going to be a player to keep an eye on, and as we saw, it was Ion's blazing. Certainly in that round for him. 10 points worth pointing out there, including with a minute 30 left, that 42-meter three, which was just beastly in its own right. Also, a big factor for them was Sneck, who helped get them started the right foot for the side of Arsenic, because Sneck had in the first few minutes alone 3 assists of their first 4 shots essentially, and then had one more. You can see kind of the lone assister, not to be confused with a brother, but nonetheless a good brother. I know brother, these jokes are terrible, but what I'm getting at is the assist game is important as anything, right? Enabling the hot hand in Yellow Man, the yellow hand, to get the job done when it came to finishing these plays. Now for Shadow, Raichu had that first 3, took a few minutes and, you know, kind of got sealed off for the rest of the way. But this is a team in Shadow who've won 5 of their last 6 games. For Arsenic, 5 of their last 7. So both these teams on a pretty decent streak, but Arsenic, the one who's just blazing hot tonight. So let's see how this goes in round 2.
Yeah, it's a quick headbutt there from Arsenic. Speaking of the double, sending it into the Shadow Zone as we start round 2 here, just 10 seconds in. A stun there, the far side. Oh no, that chain got a good stun, but didn't pick it up. But now it will be picked up there by Yellow, sending it back into the Shadow Zone. A bit of a scrum there, far side. Long shot. This one's going to go a bit low and off the barrier.
Yeah, Arsenic allowed a lot of attempts with that disc. It is going to go far from their teammates, but they'll be able to recover. And the pass goes to the net. Oh no, that's a shot on net. Ooh. But it will not be able to make it in time. But Sneck is there for the recovery. That gives them another attempt on net. On the shield is Quasar for the pass. Sneck, he's been so good on those assists. And Quasar, you've seen him all game. A 2-pointer to kick off round number 2. Arsenic takes the lead early.
Yeah, that's a hard one for a goalie to read there. As the shooter was inverted and sets a shot up, looking like a granny shot. So you think that could go low there, as that's the shortest distance on the shot. But no, he goes high. And, yeah, hits that top pocket, gets it by the goalie shade, sending that one to the far side there, but no one's home. We'll turn over. Quasar up to Yellow. Yellow going to send this one in. They're looking to chain out Sneck and Yellow there. Yellow does pick it up. Yellow gets it in. I can't believe he was able to recover on that. He brings it in for the 2. Arsenic is up by 4.
Yeah, that's an extremely fast play by Arsenic. The disc got sent down so far downfield, but Arsenic's chain was there in time. We saw a member in goal by the time Arsenic got there, but that shot by Yellow Man just too good for him to stop. And now Shadow on the back foot yet again, kicking off round number 2. 4 points down, and they have their attempt downfield. A passing play available on that shield, and they'll go for it, but it will go wide. But he gets it eventually. There's his attempt, and it's good. Raichu surfs, does a little bit of a spin move there, and sends it on in. Shadow only 2 behind now.
Yeah, Raichu coming in behind the goal. Looked like he was going to bring it in behind the goal, but then brings it out to the front to trip that one out and gets it in for that, too. So they're cutting that lead in half here. Still 8 minutes to go in this second round. Arsenic going to get this joust advantage here. One of the few they've had so far in this game. Sneck now with this, sending this one, looking to get it to, that was Yellow Man at mid. And a good chain there. Yellow and Quasar. Yellow with it, bringing it in. Wants to take a shot, does take the shot. There's an anchor shot, going to hit the top corner of the goal, but TCK with a pickup, going to send this one out for Shadow down in the Arsenic zone. This one bouncing now down to the floor, but it will be picked up by Quasar, turning it around here for Arsenic, and looking to set up shop here in their own zone. Looking to, I guess, start progressing through mid.
Yeah, well, they've gotten a lot of good opportunities when they have most members of Shadow off of their half. When they're able to just send it downfield, having all the members on the Arsenic side really has given them an advantage and offered them a lot of good shots. So by playing their time on their half, it might bait out some Shadow members. And as you can see, they might have just done that right here. They're going to maybe go for a long shot. And there it is. It will bounce far. That gives Arsenic the opportunity they were waiting for. But can Shadow get back in time? It looks like they will. So after that recovery, they'll get hopefully another attempt on net.
Now the send in here, TCK does get a good passer to Raichu in that near side tube. So Raichu's going to get stunned out. Yellow with the pickup. Yellow wants to send this one in. He's going to go for the long shot, and that one's just off the barrier. Sneck with the opportunity is going to hit that one for the 3, and Arsenic has now extended this lead to 5 here. They were up by 4, then it was 2, And now it's 5. Still over 6 minutes to go in the second round.
YOLO might be just too good at this game. I mean, he's absolutely everywhere no matter what. When Shadow is coming downfield, they got their disc and they're ready to make a play. YOLO Man is meeting them at every step of the way. They're stunning people, stealing their disc, and sending it downfield for a play, allowing his team to get easy 3-pointers like that. It will be Snack that time. Unfortunately, the shield is there. But now that will allow TCK the pass upfield. Shadow, they're going to try again at this, but YOLO Man, he's looking at it, but his teammate gets there before him. Mr. Marcus, another shot downfield.
Marcus sending this one in. Shadow zone in the near side trap. Picked up by Raichu for Shadow, but they're in the hands of YOLO. YOLO going to send this one in. Good feed there to Quasar. Quasar has an open goal. Takes that shot, but it's quite wide. Bouncing off the barrier and out all the way back to mid. Mr. Marcus looking to pick it up. No, it'll be YOLO. YOLO now sending this one in back to Quasar. Quasar backing this one out a little bit, maybe trying to draw that defense. Doesn't get a draw, sends him across, but hits the Nacho block there. YOLO sending this one in, but into the hands of Shade in the bubble. And Shade will turn this around, trying to send it out, but off of the root block and a bounce up to the ceiling. Picked up by Snack, so another turnover. Arsenic with another opportunity here. Can they capitalize on it? As now all 4 of those defensive players are in the bubble. So, YOLO pulls the player out. Oh, the shot is off the post and back out of the bubble.
Yeah, we're now past the halfway point of round number 2. Quasar with the shot, but it passed to no. Shade going to try and save it. Unfortunately, that will be a self-goal. Quasar does get the shot. And we're at the halfway point. Shadow is now down 7 points against Arsenic, and it's been a minute since we've seen any significant signs of strength from the Shadow team.
And that was that shot did go off the head of the goalie. The goalie was stunned out, and it went off. It looked like the chin area, bouncing on the way in. So just a little salt in the wound there. 7-point lead, and that chain very quick. Snack and Quasar are able to cause that turnover, but TCK with a good recovery there, going to stun out Snack. Not able to get the disc. Picked up here by Quasar, and then grabbed there by TCK. Now grabbed by Snack. Snack going to try to go off the backboard, but bouncing far wide and out near side wall. Another brawl for it. Just a slap into the bubble here. It's going to go off the side of the backboard. Quasar with the pickup. Quasar looking for options. YOLO cutting in. YOLO open, but only for a moment. Now Quasar does go to Snack, and Snack brings it in for the 2 on that cut, and they're now up by 9.
Arsenic just given so many opportunities on net there. A bit of a struggle on those passes, but they do end up making it happen. And Arsenic, they're doing so well right now. It seems like they're unbeatable in today's match, and they're doing pretty well right now.
Now Shadow currently down by 9, so 3.5 to go in this second round. Sending it all the way in. Opportunity. Raichu has a 1v1 against Mr. Marcus. And Mr. Marcus does get the headbutt on it, but it does go in nonetheless. That's going to be the second goal here for Shadow, cutting that lead down to 7, so still time. But man, it's going to be, they're going to have to score quite a few more times to mount this comeback.
Yeah, that was a do or die play there for Shadow. Thankfully, they make it work, and that is a sign of hope for things to come. Shadow still has a lot to make up, but they could be doing it off of plays like that. YOLO Man now with the disc, sends it on downfield. No players there yet, but their chains have been so quick that they might be there in time. Shadow is there before them, but there's only 2 there on net. The shot by Snack goes just a bit up and not able to find its target. Now the disc getting sent to that back pocket. YOLO Man boosts off of the Shadow stack and is able to get there first. Sends it up onto the shield. It will bounce wide, and Snack should be there for the recovery. He has a lot of passing opportunities low, and he'll find it. YOLO Man now might just be sending on in, and he will. YOLO Man bringing those 2 points back that they just lost. Arsenic. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's a good bring in there from Arsenic to push back up by 9 here. Still 2 minutes to go. So Shadow's still in it. But yeah, this Arsenic offense is just so they don't stop. They don't stop pressuring. They don't stop. Oh, no, they get the turnover there. Well, they don't get the turnover. They get the disruption. Shade is going to be able to recover on that one. A stake, teleporting a little bit. That one's sent in, though. Opportunity here for Raichu. He's going to get stunned out there by YOLO. And YOLO turning this one around for Arsenic. Sending it out, looking for a chain here. I do see a chain get away. It is a blue chain. Are they going to get there? They do. They don't overshoot. Quasar with the shot. Hits it for the 3, and they're now up by 12 with only a minute and a half.
I think that's about... I'm really bad at math here, but I'm pretty sure that's mathematically impossible to come back from. Shadow I mean, they haven't gave up at all. They're giving their best effort right now, but Arsenic is just so on point. Their chains have been so accurate today. The speed that they're playing, they've just been able to have insane man coverage on Shadow, which really has been hurting them throughout this entire series. It starts to wind down here for both teams.
And as you were saying it, yeah, they would need. It's still not quite technically. Basically, they need 4 threes in the next 5 seconds, which probably it's probably too bit of a tall order there. So yeah, second round comfortably once again in the hands of Arsenic. Arsenic will be taking the game. Going to win that final score. Snack going for a long shot there on the goal. It's going to bounce down and around. Picked up now by Yolo Man on the near side floor. Yolo looking for. He's going for the shot as that goal was wide open. That one goes wide, picked up here by Quasar. Quasar will hit that one for the 2. So Arsenic can extend this lead to 14 as we're only going to have about 20 seconds, maybe 25 once we come out of the tubes here.
All right, we'll keep this. I'll try to keep it interesting at least. Is there still a possibility for a Mercy?
Is there still a possibility? 14 point, no.
Oh, that's unlucky. But yeah, Arsenic taking the dub here. Congratulations to them. You know, I'm going to find it a bit hard to pick an MVP in my mind. They're just, every single player on Arsenic today has showed up. Mr. Marcus, a bit more quieter than his fellow teammates, but Snack with his assists and points all around play has been fantastic. But I think there is someone who is ready to tell us about exactly who he thinks was the best and why they were the best. Hopefully, maybe. Palador, you saw that match there. It's finally concluded. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was a dominant performance to say the least, coming in from Arsenic, who, as I mentioned, both these teams winning, 5 of their last 6 and 7 games between Shadow and Arsenic, respectively. I mean, they've both had a lot of success the last few weeks of this cycle here in VRML. Snek, again, got to compliment those amazing and constant assists. But yeah, it was really YOLO and Kesar who were just doing an unbelievable job offensively to just again blow by the defense over and over. The thing is, in the first round, the possession time was pretty equal actually between the teams, despite the fact that there was that 15-6 differential. The possession time was actually pretty even. It was just more so the efficiency that we were seeing from the side of Arsenic, able to make more with the same amount of time. Now, obviously, in round 2. Now they started getting a lot more separation, whereas in round 1 it was about only 54%, I think, in favor of Arsenic. But then, really just starting to build more, up to 58% there in the second round, and just do a lot with their time, as I mentioned. For Shadow, Raichu had several of the scores. I think all 3 scores actually in between the first round, and they had the self goal that went off the head, but it was still Raichu who shot it. So getting some points in there. You can see they got a lot of the saves, over 70% of them. So they were still able to defend in little bursts. But at the end of the day, those turnovers off of a lot of the jousts and what have you really bought Arsenic a lot of time to do some damage. And you know what? YOLO Man, as I mentioned, rookie champion in the first ever rookie cup back in May of last year. And then runner-up for underrated rookies in the second rookie cup that we ended up doing towards the end of season 2 some months ago. Having that kind of presence of the team is going to help. We're shouting out Coach Goalie Goran Jr. of High Voltage, who, if the team page is accurate for Arsenic, yeah, they're coached by Goran Jr., who is, again, a player right there at the top of the game in the Diamond Division, looking for Master perhaps in the coming weeks or coming cycles for High Voltage. So I think just that experience between those 2 players were enough to really reflect on the style of gameplay that we saw. That said, though, handed it back over to Dimwee, and what can you tell me about all that?
What more is there to say? I mean, you pretty much covered it all there. Yeah, just to point out, I mean, Quasar with the game high points there, 15. Yellow with 14 is substantial. But I mean, other than that, I mean, as you pointed out, I mean, it's a great game here between Shadow and Arsenic, and it had a good day here on venues. I know Wazda had a good cast with Wazda there, and Sputnik, I don't know if you have anything to add here in this final little bit.
Well, the first match was a great one, and that's an understatement. We saw Blank be able to take 2 rounds off and just we saw that substitute player Potato Thing And first time I saw him, played as a last-minute sub, and I think he was the MVP of just the whole day. Just really impressive play from Potato Thing, really dynamic play from Blank, and a great game to both teams.
Yeah, definitely boiled, mashed him, and stuck him in a stew over there in that match. It was pretty impressive effort. For over to Wazda, any parting thoughts on your end here as we kind of wind it down for this first venue show of the weekend?
Besides everything that's been said, it's always a pleasure to get invited to come on here. It's a wonderful broadcast you guys helped me put on, and I'm just glad everyone's here to watch it, and you guys are here to put it on. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. Always a pleasure here on Venues, Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming, and of course Twitch. Excited to be here every weekend. So of course that means tomorrow you guys show up as well, because we have some more stellar venues play for you. We'll be starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and for the Night Owls overseas there, 1 a.m. UTC. So hopefully we'll see you guys there in venues, and again back here on Twitch, Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming, all the above. Nothing but love for everyone who tunes into these and supports the teams, and VR Master League here, community ran, and yeah, moving forward on into the rest of the weekend, and of course about a week from now, Challengers Cup. I know everyone here on this dais of sorts awfully excited about that. It's gonna be fantastic. But with that said, yeah, I'd like to thank once more Sir Dimwee here, casting that game with Wazda, Sputnik Cobra, and It's Me, Ali, for casting the first match there. And I've been Palador here on the sidelines, and of course on the cameras, so much Force Subtlety doing fantastic work as well. So with that, everyone, thank you for joining us. Be happy, be healthy, be safe, and as always, be good to each other. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.